What up, what up, what up? Hey, hey y'all, happy Friday. Happy Friday. It feels like it's a Wednesday today. Y'all, I'm vlogging. I'm trying to vlog, y'all. I keep saying I'm picking up the camera these days. Am I gonna get the shit at it? Probably not. Get on TikTok. I was gonna get on Instagram too. But hey, 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 happy Friday. It's giving consistency, ain't it, baby? It's giving consistency. I've been here. I've been here, y'all. I've been trying to get on every day. I've been doing good. I've been doing good. But hey, y'all, I got some new stuff to share with y'all because I'm so excited. I just literally shared a story, how do you say a short? What you know what I'm trying to mean? Um, cause y'all know how I've been saying like no shade while I'm on TikTok right now. I mean while I'm on YouTube too, but I've been wanting to learn TikTok. You know, like I've been really like again although I've been able to help people get started, that's the thing about digital marketing. Like, it is space and room for everybody, and it's not about knowing every single thing. Okay, but I'm excited because inside of DWA, they just recently launched the this how to convert on TikTok and like engage and like grow and make money and stuff like that. Um, and baby, when I tell you I didn't been through the module, look, went through it tonight. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, last night or whatever like that, and I'm just like excited and feeling motivated. Sorry, let me put my phone on do not disturb now, because I'm gonna get distracted. Ooh, child, I just got off my last call. I'm done for the day, done for the weekend, about to start my weekend. Hey Tori, happy Friday. Did you get my I tagged you in that post on inside of the school platform. But yeah, y'all. But if this is the first time you're seeing me, I know I give y'all the same speech every time. It's not gonna change. It's not gonna change. If this is your first time seeing me, and I feel like I'm always repeating myself, but y'all, this is just part of the game. This is what I do. Okay, every single day. My name is Sierra Janae. I'm a wife and a mom of two, and I always get online, just to show people how to make money and like just really help people realize that baby, you could be making money from your phone, from your computer, from your iPad, doing the things that you literally do every single day. And be getting paid doctor salaries, y'all, lawyer salaries. And, a lot of people I know be thinking it's not true. They think it's a pyramid scheme. They think it's, whatever. I was one of them for a very, very, very long time because I was like, baby, if it's that easy, why ain't everybody doing it? But now being in this space, I still am like, why ain't everybody doing it? So I try to get online and show people exactly what I do. I even show you like my strategies, everything. Because one thing about it, baby, and two things for sure, I'm not a gatekeeper. And can't nobody do how I do it anyway. That's what people need to understand. There's no reason to hold back information from people because you ain't me, I ain't you. And yeah. So I'm gonna kind of like show y'all what I do and like how you can get started with it. And the really cool thing is, baby, I'm gonna put you on because I'm gonna save you $100 today. So, long story short, what exactly I do that allows me to make, on average, for the most part, anywhere from like 800 to like $1,500 a day. That's kind of like my average here lately. Is I promote a done for you digital product, a product that somebody already created, girl, a product that somebody had to think of the idea, put the work in, and put skills in there for me to learn. And I can take these skills and I can either apply it to a business if I had a current business or whatever like that, like a storefront business. I can take the skills in here and decide to just resell the program because that is an option, or I can learn how to get involved with other programs from all of the skills that I learned inside of this business module. So that's the really, really cool thing. And no matter your experience, where you from, who you is, your age or anything like that, you can do it as well too. So that's the really cool thing about it. And if you guys haven't heard of affiliate marketing, I highly, 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 highly recommend that you look into it because it's an easy size. Okay, welcome in y'all on TikTok. Sorry, I'm on both screens, so you gotta work with me. Hey Shawan, how are you? How are things going? How are things going, sis? Are you putting that plan into place? You putting that plan into place? But yeah, so I'm gonna kind of like just show my screen, and then if y'all got any questions or anything like that, y'all can ask away. I'll kind of like take you through like what I do and like how I promote it, and have like just to show you that you can do this too. Again, no matter your experience. Honestly, if you don't have experience, I always tell people I think it's kind of better, because like as a person who thought I kind of knew every single thing, um when I got inside and I was, really taking the time to learn the information, I was kind of like, well, I already know that, so I'm gonna skip over that. I know that, I'm gonna skip over that. And it's like, no, uh this program and this course is structured in a certain way for you to be able to set yourself up successfully and have a business. And the really cool thing about it is, because when I first heard like the terminology business, y'all, and stuff like that, I was like, I don't want no business. Like, girl, that's too much. Like, I don't want to do all that. So the really cool thing about it is this is literally a business in a box already done for you, and it's already working. It's like you don't have to do the hard work as far as like getting the product out there and having it build a name for itself. Like, for example, just me being completely honest, y'all, I've launched my own course in community, and great information in there. It has a lot of value, and I'll even show y'all some of that. It's MPM, I'm saying it backwards. MPM is a course that I created and put together for moms, because when I was in this business module, whatever, like, and I'm learning, I started branching off and mentoring other women, a lot of moms in this case, teaching them how to promote this product and utilize it and start making money as well too. So again, I'm gonna show both programs while I'm on live today. And again, if you have any questions, let me know. If you want more information, you can definitely click the link in my bio and download some free information there, or just send me a DM or whatever like that. I'll be happy to help. So I'm gonna quickly get into my screen, but just to kind of tell y'all my backstory. All my life, I've been a hustler. Okay, all my life I didn't try to do everything. If I see somebody that can do something, I'm gonna try it. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to sell my own digital products, but I had no experience. I didn't know anything about marketing. Didn't know nothing, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. But I did know that I had really, really good information. Knowledge is power. Power is money. Okay. So I hopped on the scene like in 2023, 2024, trying to sell my own digital products, right? I was so excited. I was so proud, baby. I went into Canva, had my little chat GPT whipped out, and I literally like spilled all my knowledge inside of chat GPT. And I was like, yeah, this gonna hit when I hop on the scene, because I'm putting the girlies on. I'm showing them how they can get like brand deals as a smaller creator or a creator with no following. And I'm giving them my email templates. I'm showing them how to set up their portfolios. I'm doing all that. So surely if I put this together, make it cute, do it in Canva, the girls are gonna want to buy it, right? The girls are gonna want to buy it. But no, like when I hopped out on the scene, y'all, didn't nobody buy my stuff. I had a few people. Honestly, it was like, like friends and like family. I had a fluke here or there or whatever, like that. Hey guys, welcome in. And so I ain't gonna lie, I was a little it hit my pride because I was so proud and I was so excited, because I had spent like a lot of time putting this together, and I'm like, I'm giving this stuff away. And then I was even selling it for very like a really low price, y'all. I'm talking about like $35. Y'all, if y'all in this live and you're enjoying what I'm saying, please do me a favor and tap the screen for me. And so that in itself kind of like really like it fucked with my confidence just a little bit. It really did. And so I really thought that digital products was a scam, because I was like, here I did everything that different programs and stuff told me to do. And when I hopped on the scene, did nobody buy my stuff? So surely it's a scam. Like, they lying. They ain't making no 30K, 40K a month. These bitches is lying, right? That's how I felt. But I still kind of stayed in the UGC space. And I, at that point, like I said, with me being like, okay, that ain't for me. I just kind of got like fed up doing UGC, because I felt like I was doing so much work and not the money just wasn't adding up. Like, I had to come up with different ideas. I had to pitch the brands. I was doing a lot, going back and forth with them, negotiating with them, and they would only be trying to pay like $300, $400, and then sometimes they would ask for like 4 or 5 different edits. It would be a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, there got to be an easy way, like, and this is the thing that I always try to tell people, like, you really have to have a conversation with yourself when you're serious and you're ready to take yourself to a different place financially. You need to think of yourself like that financially, and that's where a lot of people get stuck. Thank you, Shawan, for tapping the screen. I appreciate you, sis. So I was like, you know what, God, like, I know I might, the mindset that I was in at the time, I was kind of like, I just know that I could be doing a lot less for a lot more money. I felt that way, honestly, And so I was just like, just show me a way and reveal to me a way where I can like start creating this money. Cause I'm seeing all these people talking about they making 10K, 30K, 40K. Like, baby, if I could just make $1,000 a month, I'll be cool. You know what I mean? And like for real, I'm trying to, be grateful. And so I had kept praying about, but I kept seeing digital marketing, like done for you courses. And again, my idea of what a course was, the things that I had purchased in the past, like from YouTube, different ads that you see like on blog posts and stuff like that. I had bought them, and I'm like, I mean, they was like, it was, to me, I feel like it was a lot of surface level information. Hey, Shamika, how are you, sis? Happy Friday. So as I'm seeing it pop up, I'm like, well, maybe it's just in my algorithm like that, because I had been watching it in the past. But again, I'm like, man, God, I know you're gonna reveal a way to me. I know you're gonna show me. So I had end up watching a YouTube vlog or whatever like that of one of my favorite YouTubers. And I was just watching it, casually or whatever like that. And she started talking about she was getting started with digital marketing. I'm like, here we go. You know how y'all like where I feel like when you're, and this is a key to like manifestation. I really feel like, well, it's a proven thing. Like when you are manifesting something, how you know something is about to happen, a lot of the stuff will like appear. You know how people be saying like, oh, they want a car or something like that, or they're about to, they're in the process of getting like their dream. I hear people say this a lot. I don't know if y'all do, or just something like it'll always start popping up. That's a sign that something's coming. What at the time I didn't think about it then, but I didn't know. But I was just like, honestly, I was kind of defeated because again, I had put all my hard work and everything into my own goddamn products, and did nobody buy that shit. So I was like, surely this is not the same thing. So, but it was one of those things where, because I remember when I was casually watching her blog, like how you paying attention but you're not paying attention. So I'm doing what I'm doing around the house or whatever like that, and then she was like, yeah, I'm making money in my sleep. And I'm literally actually learning information, because at first when I heard her talking about it, I'm like, well, she's a big influencer, so surely she's just promoting something, because this is getting that bag, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily that she believed in it. So that's why I was kind of like, whatever. But then when she was like, I'm learning things about social media, growth hacks and different things that are, helping me take my brand to the next level. And I'm like, take your brand to the next level. Like, girl, you already there, So that is really what like sparked my curiosity. So I was just like, man, this is interesting. So, and then I was kind of like, well, she had started talking about like how you could do a faceless, and like you didn't even have to show who you were. And like that was the route that she was going. And so I was like, first of all, why would you go that route when you got all these goddamn followers? Maybe I'm gonna use these followers that I got. And she was like, that was kind of the point. She wanted to really see, like, was this kind of like a fluke, or was this something that you could realistically do? So she had started a faceless page, and she was making money from the faceless page. So I'm like, maybe I got a solid 50 followers, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, but surely I can start from scratch if she's saying that she can. And that really kind of gave me a confidence booster, and sometimes it does take you to see like something that's closer to your scenario or whatever like that. So I was like, okay, she said she got her first sale with 50 followers on the faceless page. I said, oh baby, I could do that. I could do that. But I kind of was still in my head. And at the time I didn't know the price. But then so what I did was I was like, you know what, if this is meant to be, if this is really truly a sign, but I don't know, you know how we like to get in our head and talk ourselves out of things. I was like, I'm going to reach out to her. And if she hits me back, it's meant to be. But surely she's not going to hit me back because she has over 100,000 followers. Sis she going to miss this message, right? Y'all sends her a message, immediately gets right back to me. Immediately, right? Sends me a voice note. Yeah, gives me all the information, gives me the link, whatever. Baby, I seen that price. I was like, whoa, $497. And the crazy thing about it is where my mindset was at the time. I really thought that was a lot of money. To be trying to dibble and dabble in another, course and program, and I felt like I had already been burned so many times before of these life-changing courses. That's what everybody always say. I feel like that's people's taglines, right? And so I was like, baby, whoa, $497. Let me think about it. And so she was like, well, girl, like you can get it on a payment plan. And the crazy thing about it is like, baby, since Klarna has existed, baby, one thing I have used is I'm gonna always use me some Klarna, Afterpay, whatever. I don't give a damn how much it costs. $25. I'm always gonna break it down in 4 every single time, right? It just makes me feel better about myself. I may go to multiple websites that day and do pay in 4, but hey, that just makes me feel better. So I was like, okay, bet. So I was like, but you probably can't, you know what I'm saying? You probably can't sell it or make no money from it until you pay it off, right? And so she was like, no, girl, like I bought it on a payment plan too. And I too, you know what I'm saying, like was earning while I was learning. And so she was like, by the time I had got my first sale, I had only made one payment. And so I just decided to pay it off. So I was like, okay. Now I ain't gonna lie, y'all. The inner no, I'm just playing. I was gonna say the inner scammer in me, but no, not scammer. But no, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, okay, well, that's cool. Worst case scenario, I can always cancel this shit after one payment, right? If I really ain't feeling, I ain't gonna lie. That's exactly how I felt, y'all. I'm just being completely honest with y'all. Truthful. It's embarrassing to say, but that is what I said. That is what I said. So I said, okay, girl, well, I'm not necessarily ready yet, like that, wasting her damn time at that moment. And I was like, I'm, no, or whatever like that. That's just a lot of money. I don't know. And honestly, every time I think about it and every time cause I always share my story with y'all, it just lets me know that I really feel like that was God preparing me because y'all, I'm telling you, it really truly starts with your mindset. And as a person who has coached a lot of people, and have seen so many different scenarios and starting points of where people be at, like, I'm so glad that I didn't jump because sometimes I'll be moving too fast and be making I used to make reckless purchases, but this was not a reckless purchase. But it was God mentally preparing me to let me know that I could do this because when I think about other programs that I had bought in the past and I had invested my time and my money in, and I didn't see the success or whatever I wanted to get out of it, I want to, I had to have a real conversation with myself. Like, it wasn't that those programs were bad. It wasn't that those programs, hey y'all, welcome in. It wasn't that those, programs weren't beneficial. It was that where I was at mentally, I was not able to really take on what I was trying to do. I was not prepared or ready. You know what I mean? It's one thing taking in training, but it's like, okay, but how do I feel about me? Do I feel like I can do this? Do I feel like I can be successful? Because confidence plays a huge piece in this. And again, as a person that has coached over 200 plus people at this point, y'all, like, I know people that can regurgitate stuff that's in, this program, this course, right? People know hella, Instagram strategies, social media strategies, growth strategies, whatever, have done it. But confidence in your mindset and feeling that you are worthy to do this and live, and to basically attract and manifest this type of money. I mean, we want to be honest, and not just the money, the freedom. You have to feel like you are worthy to have this life. And for a long time, I personally did not feel like I had that. Again, I didn't think it could happen for me. Honestly, I thought the only way Black people could really make some money. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to say this, but unless they was going to the NBA or something, you know what I'm saying? The NBA or celebrity or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that was real ignorant of myself, to really think that way. But honestly, that's just where I was at. You know what I mean? So I was like, so what it was, and God's timing is everything. I'm still in the UG space when I'm, thinking about getting this program. And so I had just landed like my very first like high paying brand deal, and it was going to be on a monthly retainer. So that meaning I was going to get income for the next couple of months. And it was like the most money I had ever made. So I was like, you know what? Worst case scenario, I'm gonna have the money. So I'm just gonna do it. But again, I literally reached out to this girl, y'all, in April, and she was like, oh, okay, girl, here's the link. I'll help you. I'll mentor you, do whatever like that, baby. Again, didn't reach back out to her until a month later. But again, I'm glad I prepared myself mentally. So I finally reached back out to her and I'm like, okay, girl, I'm ready. Took my husband's credit card, y'all, and I bought the program on a Friday going into Saturday. I will never forget. And, I got inside of the program and I was like, literally every time I always have like this feeling of just like, man, like this is different. This is not like anything else that I bought before. This is really gonna this is gonna work. And again, it may have been that preparation of me going up into, thinking about it for a month. And again, I really truly feel like it was God preparing me to let me know, like, hey, let's get your mindset right, because failure not gonna be an option. You gonna dive into this business module, you're gonna take off into this mission. And like, seriously, right? And y'all, I'm not even gonna lie, my expectations, because I know a lot of people always ask, well, how long does it take you to make money? It is completely up to you. I actually just had a student that bought this program from me on Monday, and she just got her first sale yesterday. So faster than I did. I see people that have gotten the sale in a day, but that shouldn't really necessarily be your focus. The focus is learning high income skills so you can create multiple streams of income. Reselling the program and everything like that. I'm gonna talk about that here in a second is cool, but there are so many other things that can come from this and that can, really help you, your family, change your financial situation. But it's all about being disciplined and taking the time to go inside of this program and really learn it. Again, as a coach and as a mentor, I've seen so many people who are like, okay, I'm gonna get the program because you speak so highly of it, and then they never dive into it, and they're like, oh, well, I post a couple of videos, but it's not happening for me. This program that I want to show you guys today, like, is so much in here where there's no reason for you not to feel motivated. There's no reason for you not to, feel like you have access to real information. Again, I know people say all the time, baby, I can look this shit up on YouTube or whatever like that. And you absolutely can, but it would take forever, y'all, to put it all together. You're going to get information overload, and then you just not going to know what to do with it. You're going to feel motivated and excited. You know how when you watch like a video and, they speaking to you is hitting, but you don't do anything with it. The reason why I love this program so much, and the reason why I talk about it so much, is because I feel like for once I have actionable steps, no matter what module I go in or whatever. And the cool thing about it is I can take what I feel like I need. There's things where I feel like, okay, I'm not good at this skill or whatever. I can particularly go to that skill inside of this program and learn from it. So that's a really cool thing. So that's kind of like my backstory. I always like to, share because I know people want to know. But yeah, I thought this business module, y'all, was a motherfucking scam. I did. But I'm so thankful that I came across it. I'm so thankful that I really was like, okay, let's think differently. Let's move differently this time, and let's take this serious. So I was able to, really kind of take off. And, fast forward, a year now in this, I made over, well over $120,000 now. I've created my own program. I've mentored women. I've mentored men as well. And I've helped so many people start their digital product business too, all from this one little business module. And the crazy thing about it is as a course creator now, I be like, bro, I really did not have to think of this idea. I ain't had to put this shit together. I ain't have to do none of that. And it's like the best way I can say it in like dummy terms, y'all, is like, imagine hopping on the bandwagon of some shit that's already going viral, that's already selling, that's already working for others, and that people know about it. And it's like, you literally are, you know what I'm saying? There's not that there's anything wrong with coming out of the gate with your own stuff, because it's definitely not. But it's like, why? You got to put in work trying to promote your stuff and get it out there and get, testimonies and get people to really, trust you, essentially, where this has already had trust established. It's already known. And again, it's already changing the lives of so many others. So that's the really cool thing about it. So I'm going to show y'all a little bit of it. And then, like I said, if y'all have any questions, let me know. Yes, girl. Okay, well, he not here, girl. Okay, we'll try to call him, girl. Okay. Shamika said the price, girl, that price got me at first, but I was like, look, I'm gonna do it. I'm so glad, but y'all, and that's the thing, y'all. I'm so glad that I did not let $497 hold me back, because I almost did. And again, like, what's $497 if you try to make six figures? What's $497 if you try to make seven figures? You know what I'm saying? Like, so again, we be holding our own selves back, thinking something is not too good to be true. But at the same time, just on some realistic stuff, y'all. Baby, this phone here, it's about to die. Oh. Here. Huh? Here you go, girl. Thank you. Bye. But y'all, but on some realistic stuff, like I tell people all the time, just realistically, if you're gonna invest anything that you invest in or whatever, you should be taking it serious. Your mindset should be prepared of like, this ain't no joke. I'm not doing this casually. I'm doing this because I want this to change my life. And again, I feel like that's where a lot of people mess up. And and just, I like to be completely honest and put everything out there for people, especially for new viewers, or if this is your first time seeing me or whatever, just trying to get under, a complete understanding. Because I feel like I get asked this question all the time: why do so many people don't succeed or don't get sales when it comes to it? And I'm telling you, it all comes down to discipline and mindset. I'm telling you, there's not a person that I've seen that has started making money, with this business module, and that has stopped. You know what I'm saying? And if they did, it was on their own, their own accord or whatever like that. If you actually take the time to go in here and learn the information, study the information, live by it, breathe by it, whatever, I mean, you can take off. You know what I'm saying? Again, I've seen people, and the reason why I can say that, y'all, is because I've helped people from 16 all the way up to 67. And it was hard for some of the people that I work with. I ain't gonna lie. Even as a new mentor coach at the time, baby, I was like, baby, I don't know how we gonna do this. But again, by people that want to change their life. And the thing about it is, I hate to use the word hate, but you really have to like want to get out of your situation so bad that like you willing to do whatever, you're willing to do anything. You know what I mean? And for a lot of people, because I think the misconception is like people be like, well, I want to do this so bad because I want to make some money. Like you can't come from I'm trying to think of the word, y'all. Sorry, my mind just went blank. But you can't be trying to operate like out of this energy of lack. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna get the course, but I gotta make this money by tomorrow. And it's like it's never gonna happen for you. And that's why I always try to tell people, like, baby, if you gotta work you a second job or whatever, it's sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really, and that's how I had to like tell myself, like, Sierra, you love to motherfucking sleep. You sleep all the goddamn time, right? But okay, if you want to make this type of money, if you're serious about taking your family or getting your family out of a financial, hardship or whatever you want to call it. I wouldn't even necessarily say paycheck to paycheck. We just had just enough, baby, just enough to put some money in the savings, but that was it. Every time we wanted to go on vacation or something like that, if we did, we would have to take a loan or we would have, what I'm saying? I didn't want to do that no more. I didn't want to have to put nothing on no credit card. And so I wanted to basically, if I want to do something, baby, cash, because cash is king. That's just that person that I am. And I wanted to do that, but I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna have to change who I am as a person in order to get myself to this next level. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when you think about when they say like the 1% club and stuff like that, there's a reason why they say the 1% club, y'all. Because again, if you want to get it, it's like, I don't want to say broke people is common, but broke people is common when you think about it. Because it's like, what are you willing to do again to get yourself to the next level? Because if that was the case, everybody be doing it, right? So you have to have these conversations. And I always try, and this is why I'm always telling people like, hey, before you get the course, like if you want to hop on a little 15-minute call, because I want to talk to you and make sure that you're willing to put, what I'm saying, the time in and energy into this. Because if you don't have the time to do it, I'm gonna tell you all day, don't get it. Now, if you just want to casually get it, what I'm saying, you want to give yourself time, by all means, it's still worth, like, it's a great investment if you want to just learn how to grow on social media, but at the same time, I don't want nobody to get no shit and just let it collect dust. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just not the type of person that I am. I'm big on integrity. I'm big on, like, are you really going to do something with it? If not, by all means, like, just don't do it, sis. So, but yeah, once I like really changed my mindset, and I was like, okay, I'm going to give myself 5 days to learn this information in here. And I'm gonna take this serious, and I'm gonna make my $1,000 a month. I know I could do it. I know I could do it, baby. And was lowballing myself. Can you believe that? Lowballing my goddamn self. So I'm sharing my screen. YouTube, y'all let me know if you can see my screen. And then I'm gonna move this up here. Sorry. A little close. Hey y'all. Andy, no, for real. No, seriously, tell them, okay? But yeah, I was like, baby, failure is not gonna be an option for me. This is gonna work, and I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna transform my life on this. Cause girl, another thing is I didn't tell my husband either, and like, so I was like, I really can't fail. This shit gotta work, y'all. If you want to be honest, because when I took my husband's credit card and bought it, baby, I was like, I gotta make this money. But that was the real pressure that I had on myself. I was like, baby, I gotta make this money by tomorrow. No, I'm just playing. No, but I was like, no, I really want to learn these skills because it's so much that I can take from this and create multiple streams of income. And that was one thing that I had seen with studying so many people who, were millionaires, 7-figure, 8-figure earners. They all talked about having multiple streams of income. So I was like, I know this is not just gonna be like, where I want to leave it at. I mean, yeah, surely if it works for me, great. But I want to eventually learn how to create other streams of income. So again, so this is the program that I'm always talking about, DWA, and it's the program that I got started with that really was like a turning point for me personally. Again, as a person that has bought so many different products, so many different life-changing courses, and this and that, and it's going to show you how to make your first $1,000, all of that, feeling like I had gotten scammed and that I had invested so much money. And like I said, I still have like these mixed emotions about it. Because again, I'm like, well, Sierra, maybe your mindset was just messed up. Maybe because people said they were making money for them. People said they was making money with Amazon FBA back in 2020, but it just didn't happen for me, right? But like I said, God's timing is everything. So inside of Digital Wealth Academy, you are going to learn all things digital marketing, girl, A through Z. It literally is the one-stop shop for monetizing yourself online. And I think it's the perfect like training wheels into you getting and creating a business. Like I said, when it came to creating and establishing a business, y'all, I was terrified. I thought like, baby, what? Like, you got to have your paperwork together, girl. I don't know them taxes. what? Like that stuff really gives me like major anxiety. And I'm so grateful to this day that I have a financial planner that handles all my stuff for me. Cause baby, what? Like, I don't know. I don't know how to do all that stuff. You know what I mean? And so I was like, DWA, diving in this program, I had like literally was like, it's not that deep. Like there's just certain things that you just need to follow along and do. And again, like y'all, information is everything. You just have to be open to want to learn it, you know, and be disciplined to stay up on it. You know, that's where people be falling off at. So inside of this program, you have a community tab, and this is where like literally everybody inside of the program can kind of communicate with each other. They can encourage each other. They can leave their strategies there. Just so many different things. And I'm gonna show y'all a little of some of the tabs inside of here. But when I got in here, there was 42,000 people. Now there is 120,000 plus people inside of Digital Wealth Academy. Black, white, yellow, purple, blue. DWA does come in multiple languages. So there's, you know, literally, I think it's over, if I'm not mistaken, what did she always say? 100 plus like different like countries of, you know, people that have invested in this program. And that's the really cool thing. Like some of my students, y'all, I've had mentees that live in Dubai, the UK, one in Germany, Jamaica. I'm trying to think what up. Mexico, well, you know, Mexico counts too. You know, so I also love the fact that, you know, I've been able to interact and meet so many different people inside of this business model and just helping them start so they can start helping other people. And again, it's just like it's just been a blessing. You know what I'm saying? And again, I'm just so grateful that I didn't let that 497 hold me back. So just quickly before I get into the actual training, because inside of Digital Wealth Academy, everything is like a video module for you to learn from. And you're going to learn, again, high income skills that's going to take you to the next level, okay? That's going to give you the things to position yourself, market yourself, do all things online to monetize yourself. And baby, who don't want to get monetized when you already doing it anyway? Because for the people that are watching this live or coming back and watching this live right now, it's like, how many hours do you scroll on the internet? And that's one thing that was really a wake-up call for me, because during UGC, you know, I would so-called be looking for inspiration and stuff. And I would find myself literally spending hours a day, you know, trying to find inspiration and, you know, reach out to brands and do all of that. And again, the fact that this business module alone, you know, you can spend a couple of hours a day, depending on how you want to do it. I am face forward, but when I started, I was faceless. You know, I used to batch my content on a day, and like that was how I was promoting and would get sales essentially. Or I would get on live and literally just show people what's inside and what you're gonna learn. Because I mean, I'm just a straight shooter, like for real. I'm not gonna get on here and be like, oh my God, like this is what, like, baby, I can lead you to water. I can't make you drink though. Okay. So before I hop into the train, I want to quickly show y'all some of the testimonies, because I always love showing testimonies, because baby, it's going to motivate you. Okay. When I see people, especially when they look like me, baby, what? Okay. This person here just wrote this literally 2 minutes ago. And I love this because y'all, this is like in live time, in real life. Okay. These are real people, real results, sharing their journey, sharing their strategies and things that are working, of how they're using this program to either A, resell it, or B, take it and sell another offer or create their own offer. So this person here, Selena Kelvin, said, it may look little, but it's huge to me. God did it. $2,982 earned promoting DWA, $497 per student in under a month. So again, people are like under a month. Like I just told y'all, I had a girl that literally, and the funny thing about it is sis has been watching me for like months, and she finally was like, okay, I'm gonna get it. You know, and she got the program, and I was like, and it's so funny because we were having a conversation. I was like, girl, go face forward, I'm telling y'all, get on live and just share. Y'all, I promise you, this is all I do. Like, I really am truly a creative person, and I have not been able to tap into my creativity lately. And if I'm gonna be completely honest, y'all, I be making $1,000, like literally $1,000 a day. And I could definitely probably make a lot more, but I feel like this is a lazy girl effort for me at this point. You know what I'm saying? I just hop on live and literally read my screen. And y'all, this allows me to make, seriously, easily anywhere from like 400s, because it is 85% commission. So after the sale, I walk away with $422. But I'm selling 1 to 3 of these a day, all doing this. So there is no, you have to have all the answers. You have to be an expert. Baby, can you read? Can you copy and paste? Now, again, I'm not saying in any kind of way if this is a get rich quick scheme, because it's not. I definitely have taken the time and to dive into these modules and actually learn the information. I listen to it on the daily. Like I'm really serious about, you know what I'm saying, really learning and being a resource for others, so I can position myself like that. So again, this is not no, oh, you just buy this course and you just talk about it and you're going to get sales. Is I definitely have built up to this, I guess you can say momentum or whatever like that. But as you can see, sis just said, like I said, I had a student that literally was like 3 days. I'm like, insane, y'all. Miranda Perry, she's always in here all the time, and I love her. She's real cool. She, baby, her shit always is inspiring. Okay, but sis was saying, she made $23,000, y'all. $23,000 in 7 days, literally. And this is her screenshot from her store. $23,227. What's up, baby? Okay, you okay?
37 losses in 1 day.
You will be okay, son. Y'all, these goddamn kids crying over a goddamn game. Log off. Okay, but yeah, sis said that she made $23,000 in 7 days. Like, Miranda be killing it, okay? And sis only is on TikTok, by the way, okay? She doesn't have multiple social media pages, and that's what I be saying, y'all. That's, baby, I'm trying to get like Miranda, okay? I ain't got there yet. I ain't had 100K months yet, but it's coming, okay? Somebody else said they got their first like AI sale. That's another program that they're utilizing this program to sell other programs, y'all. And just, again, I meet so many people where they have businesses where they've had digital products that they've created on their own. And again, like myself, with not having that marketing experience, with not having thank you, Siobhan, with not having any of that, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody gonna buy your shit, because you have to learn how to, you learn certain phrases, you learn about a sales psychology when it comes to, getting people to convert and getting people to essentially want to buy your offer. People have to like you, people have to resonate with you, and people have to relate to you first before they buy anything off of you. Okay, you can have the best offer in the whole wide world, but if your personality sucks, or if they don't resonate with you, baby, why am I gonna spend some money with you, right? This person right here, Diana, she said, 16 weeks ago, I started my journey with fear, but I was more scared of staying stuck and not accomplishing my own dreams. No experience, not tech savvy at all. Now making my own digital products. Even got my own bundle for DWA. I just hit over 20K just on Stand Store, not counting beacons. Over 35K in total in 16 weeks. Now I am a present mom, basically being able to stay at home. And y'all, and this is the thing, and this is why I personally am so passionate about it. As a mom, again, I, especially when I have my daughter, like, I love my son and everything like that, but he don't be wanting to be bothering me. I want to be outside, baby. I want to go to brunch. I wanted to do things. We wanted to go on our little toy hauls and stuff like that. And I couldn't do that in the past. And that was another reason why, if I'm being completely honest, like, yeah, I wanted to have more than enough, but I wanted to be able to do these things and spend this time with my kids, because one, I didn't have that growing up, and I wanted to give that opportunity to them. I wanted to be able to go on a vacation and be like, you know what, it's paid for, all inclusive. I ain't got to think about it, whatever, put it on payment plan or nothing like that. Even though I'm always gonna clone something. I'm telling you, y'all, I'll pay it off. But I'm cloning that bitch every time. And I'm so glad that, like, to me, like, that's a huge selling point, and when I've helped a lot of moms and stuff like that, like, honestly, that's just what it is. And again, it's important to get comfortable with talking about the things that you desire, because you can have them. You know what I mean? You just got to put it down on paper. I tell people all the time, like, everybody and their mama want to make this type of money, but you ain't even took the time to write it down, write out a plan. How can I get there? Oh, I want to make 6 figures, you know what I'm saying, a year. How much is that a day? $274, y'all. That's crazy. Like, that's nothing. You know what I mean? And when I started doing that type of math and actually putting it on paper, I was like, oh yeah, babe, I can do this. So anytime I see a mom, I always get like super excited, because the fact that she's now present, and of course we're gonna handle our business or whatever like that, but like, a lot of us don't want to have to send our kids to daycare. That was me. I didn't want to send my baby to childcare or whatever. So I was like, baby, what can I do to figure something out so I can, be that present mom? So, and this program has done this for so many moms, so many women, of course other people as well too. But like I said, I got a soft spot for the mamas. Like, this person right here said they made over 54K faceless, y'all. So this person does not show their face. I started my account with no clue. A lot of us definitely started this with no clue, y'all. A complete beginner. And again, that's the point of this program, for you to be a beginner, so they can give you all the skills that you need so you can put it all together and successfully launch and scale your business. But they said, I was doing this with 0 followers and have grown it to 6,400 followers. and I've since made over 54K from selling digital products thanks to DWA. Sharing, where was I at? Shit, I didn't forget. Sharing for inspo, faceless marketing works. And again, so if you a shy girl, if you don't want nobody in your business, you can do this absolutely faceless. There is a technique and a strategy, but it's very possible. I myself, I made my first $50,000 faceless, y'all, using stock content, but I was showing up a lot more than I do now, just because it does take some time to build trust. And again, that's a strategy and stuff that you'll have to learn if you decide to go the faceless route. But literally telling you, there is no excuse to be broke in 2025 because you don't have to even show your face. You don't have to worry about your family pocket watching you and counting your dollars or whatever like that. Because I know a lot of people be saying that's one of the reasons why they're scared. Like, oh, I don't want to talk about this, or I don't want people judge me. I felt the same way. But then once I kind of got out there and was doing it, and I was like, okay, this shit really worked, baby. I don't give a damn what y'all got to say, baby. Don't ask me for nothing, okay? Because y'all wasn't fucking with me before. Don't fuck with me now. But yeah, so that's another testimony. This person in here said Ben Archendon. I don't think I read this one before. Just hit $20,000 in sales through Digital Wealth Academy, from zero experience to closing 5-figure revenue. I'm beyond proud and grateful for this journey. To anyone that is on the fence, stay consistent, trust the process, and take action. The results do come. Thanks to everyone in this amazing community for the support, inspiration, and motivation. Let's keep this. Oh, that's a really good testimony. And again, y'all, like, I feel like a lot of us kind of all have like that same, story. Like I myself, like after my 4th month in, pretty much my 4th month in, I consistently started making 10K months, 10K plus months. I even have earned my, I only hit one month where I had hit 27K. That was like my highest earning month. But y'all, a lot of it has been like literally from this program. Like this was my starting point. And granted, I've invested in other programs since then, but like it's just something about Digital Wealth Academy, the way that it's structured, the support that you get. It's just a different type of breed, baby. And there's a reason why that this course is considered the #1 marketing and digital marketing course inside of the school platform, and the fastest growing course inside of the school platform. And baby, these numbers go up every single day. Mary Lucas, she said she crossed 10K in sales. This person here said that they made $310 in just a few hours selling their own digital products. So again, you can use this to create and sell your own digital products, or you can use it just to resell it. That was the route that I took, because again, I ain't gonna lie, when I first got into it, I was discouraged. And then once I was like, I was discouraged about my own products and stuff like that, y'all. But once I had got in here and I was like, yo, I'm literally not like, I'm putting in the work because I'm watching the modules, I'm attending the master class, because that's another cool thing that comes with this, y'all. You get in a community of, like-minded individuals that you can ask questions, that you can see what their personal strategies are, because a lot of people share like what they're doing and, to try to help each other. But you also get master classes included to learn from the 7-8 figure earners. And I don't know if any of y'all have ever paid for like high-end mentorships. Maybe people's mentorships be like $3,000. And for a lot of the time, it's for a time period. The fact that you have a lifetime access to this program, and then these master classes where you can learn and ask questions, the co-creator on the call sometimes will even do like audits of your page to literally help you win. Like that's what makes DWA really a big game changer. And that's why I love this program so much. Jada said that she hit 7K in sales. She was just at 6K and she's officially crossed over to 7,000. Super grateful for how far this journey has come, seeing results come in. This person said they hit over 10K. Again, y'all see that black, white, yellow, purple, blue, men, women, like again, 3 sales today of my own product. I made 4,000 this week as a digital marketing, from doubt to from doubt to breakthrough. A few months ago, I was stuck watching others succeed and wondering, will it happen for me? This week, I made $4,000 for my digital marketing services alone. No team, no paid ads, just my laptop, skills, and the decision to keep going even when no one noticed. I used to feel invisible. I had 0 clients, no roadmap, just a big dream and sleepless nights. Baby, that's how we all felt. That's how we all felt, like being on the sidelines, y'all, and seeing so many people win. And that's, again, and it's like you be in your moment of like, man, if I could just make, and again, that even thinking like that, and that, now that I think about it, I was like, yeah, I was really lowballing myself. Like, God, if I could just make $1,000. And it was like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I don't like to try to make it seem like I'm bragging or nothing, but y'all, again, this is literally all I do. This is all I do. I used to be a lot more consistent than I am, but like to literally get on live, and this is just me being honest, y'all, to literally get on live and make $1,000 talking, sharing, reading what's on my screen, how I'm sharing these testimonies with you. Hey, I'm sharing, y'all, this is what I do, but there's so much more that you can do with it. Again, this is just what I do. I ain't talking about what you can do with it, okay? But that's great, that Mary shared that. And this Diana, did I read that one before? I think Diana, okay, she must have put another one. Just hit my first $3,000. Who else? I was trying to see if there's some more guys in here, because I know guys be asking too. Y'all be wanting to know. I know what's this? Kyara says she hit 25,000. Faceless. This person, okay, Victor, where the guys at? I be wanting to show some of the guys, y'all. Okay, cashed out $8,900. You know what I'm saying? All from my phone. One day you can barely afford anything, and the next you are cashing out $8,912 from digital products. Was it easy? No. And again, please, we got to reiterate that, because in no way am I saying this is easy. Once you get your systems going and flowing, and you kind of built up, momentum on your page, which doesn't take that long of a time. It all happens with consistency. And again, mindset is everything, right? But he said, nothing worthwhile is, okay, say it for the people in the back. That's the thing. Everybody and their mama want these overnight results, but they don't, with no work. That'd be the thing. You know what I'm saying? If you really are willing to change your life and you want next level things, you want next level income, you want to live this next level lifestyle, it requires work. Manifestation without work is what? It's pointless, right? Forever grateful for the DWA community. But he said, but if you are willing to show up, put in the work, and stay consistent, this game will change your life. Y'all, I promise you, this is the story that I feel like we all have in here inside of Digital Wealth Academy. I feel like we all literally say the same thing. Was struggling, watching on the sidelines, didn't think it could happen for me. Like, I can't say that enough. That's how we all literally have felt in this business module. Like, every person that I have talked to, that I have seen them taking off, and it's crazy because, like, even as a coach and a mentor, some of the people that I have mentored, y'all, have taken off beyond me and have hit multi six figures. You know what I'm saying? All from reselling the program, or taking the skills from this program and creating their own offers. And, and then with being consistent, because, obviously when you're promoting your business and everything like that, it forces you to be consistent, right? It phases into other things. Like, you can get monetized on YouTube because now you posting every day, because you got to talk about your business, right? Now you being consistent. Now brands are reaching out to you and asking you to do brand deals because they like the content that you're creating to promote this product. So they want you to promote their product. These are the type of things that, and that's the thing that I'm like, man, if you can just get over that hump, so many doors have opened for you. Y'all, I made my first 6 figures in 9 months. Then I decided, I'm going to invest in Turo. Okay, now I'm going to invest in, Airbnb. Started back investing into not necessarily wholesaling, but tax lien properties and things like that from the income that I'm literally getting on here and talking about. You know what I'm saying? And still work my 9 to 5, okay, baby? Not ashamed to talk about it. So these are the things that I'm saying. Now, have I sacrificed, or did I sacrifice a lot of the time? Yeah. There was nights where I didn't go out, or like how it's Friday night right now, I put in that work, but reaping the benefits has been worth it. You know what I mean? And this is the same thing that can happen for you. Yes, girl. Yeah, girl, that's cute. But I like showing some of the guys because I think that's important. You know what I'm saying? Talia says she made $15,000 in 7 days after struggling. I'm still shocked. Y'all, I get excited. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna read no more testimony. Let me hurry up and get off of here, y'all. Because I could go through these all damn day because they excite me. She said, I'm still in shock, honestly. 2 months ago, y'all, these are people that are actually putting in the work, okay? The people that are actually putting in the work. 2 months ago, I joined Digital Wealth Academy. I had no audience, no fancy setup, no experience. All I did was follow one expert's advice inside of this community. She said she created a simple freebie, shared it right away, and positioned it to attract the right people. That's it. No paid ads, no complicated funnel, just value first, and it worked. I brought people in with the freebie. They saw the offer, they joined, and in 7 days, I made $50,000. Y'all, and this is what I'm saying. Like, I try not to ever say that, like, it's easy. But for real, like, do you see how she just broke that down and explained it? Because I promise you that is all it is. And again, just like how I'm getting on here, this is what you would be doing, So even if you shy or whatever like that, like on TikTok, y'all can't see me. Well, y'all can see me, but y'all can't see me, right? but you can turn your camera around. Y'all, this is what I did for my first 3 months of doing this. I would literally have my camera and I'm giving you the value on the screen. So you can take it or leave it. If you want to learn, if you tired of living paycheck to paycheck and you want to hop on something that's working for obviously hundreds and thousands of other people, why can't it happen for you? This is all it is. And again, the faster you know what I'm saying, that's where like niche and, really understanding your brand and who you're talking to. And for that, I know a lot of people complicate that. It's something who you feel comfortable talking to. That's all it is, y'all. I promise you, a lot of us, we just be so stuck up in our head or thinking like, oh my God, it has to be this way. Or I seen her doing it, even though she's been doing it for a year, trying to compare her year to your day one. That's what be holding people back and what be making people, invest into this business module and then give up so easily. But I'm telling you, with mindset, keeping it simple and getting straight to the motherfucking point. Again, that's why I get on here so I don't want to say carelessly, but just so comfortable, because it's like, I know this is valuable. Y'all done did it 1,000 times at this point. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's like, I can't say it enough. And that's why I be like, man, everybody need to be doing this. Like, have you just this side stream of income, like affiliate marketing. It's just like, if you're promoting a business and they saying they're going to give you 30%, 15% of you talking about it. How many of y'all, like everybody named Mama was just talking about how Red Lobster, how Red Lobster then rebrand and they got a black CEO and stuff like that, and how they got seafood boils. The seafood boil, it wasn't even that good, girl. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It was nasty. I went and got it was nasty. It wasn't good. I'm gonna stick with juicy seafood. But everybody and Mama promoting this. Hey, y'all need to go Red Lobster. Y'all need to go Red Lobster, whatever like that. But guess what? You sending all these people, Red Lobster getting the money. You ain't getting paid for it. That's all it is. People do this every single day and not realizing that you can really turn around and be monetized and doing this. Now, granted, I did Amazon. I used to do shoppable videos, and you actually made a lot more money with that instead of like your Amazon storefront. But like those affiliate commissions are a lot less, and you get a lot. But something like this, y'all, people want to learn information. We live in a generation where people don't want to go back to school. And the people that I've worked with, a few people that was going to school for digital marketing, and they were just earning a certificate. They weren't even earning a degree. And the fact that all of them, every single one of them was like, man, I learned more inside of DWA than I learned at school. And I think the program would be like for like 2 months. Insane. And then on top of that, even if you do decide that you're going to finish the program to get your certificate, if you decide that you're not going to do nothing with it, you can't sell that. You just got the certificate. It look cute on paper, I guess. It look cute on your resume, but if you ain't gonna do nothing with it, what's the point? So that's the thing that I love about Digital Wealth Academy, because it's kind of like, okay, I'm learning high income skills, point blank period. I can learn how to market anything, sell anything. I can learn how to monetize on different platforms. If I want to learn how to make money on Facebook, boom, I can do that. If I want to learn about UGC and get into that and reach out to brands and you know what I'm saying, I can do that. If I want to learn how to create my own digital products, because baby, if I know I have knowledge in something, I can do that. But if I don't want to do none of that shit, I can just turn around and resell this course as is. Like, I call it the lazy girl effort. Because honestly, y'all, I'm telling y'all, this is what I do every single day. I'll be like, oh baby, let me get on live real quick because I need to make a quick little $1,000. Like, I'm just being completely honest with y'all, all from a program that I did not create up. So again, the faster you get out of your head, the faster that you feel that you are worthy and that you can have the life that you deserve to live. I promise you, baby, it just start clicking. And again, that's why I love sharing these testimonies and reading them to y'all, because I can tell y'all all day about how this has changed my life. But baby, I want you to see it for yourself. Okay. Let me read a few more. This person said, I made $6,000 today. Okay. I can confidently say that DWA is the best course ever, but trust me, my journey wasn't easy. When I first started, I was excited, but after weeks of trying IG and TikTok, my mentor suggested, I still didn't make a single sale. It was frustrating. And I almost wanted, okay, baby. It was frustrating and I almost wanted to give up. But then I discovered a new strategy, one that actually worked. Everything changed. I'm making consistent sales and earning over 25K. I know how it feels to struggle, and that's why I want to share this golden strategy with you. Let me see if he shared. Okay, girl. Oh, he probably wants you to send him a message. Okay, baby. One thing about it is people gonna always plug their stuff. Y'all, let me pour her some bubbles. 1 second. But he said message me. But y'all, but people will, or she said message me. But people do be giving like their strategies and stuff. Like I said, that's why I personally do be trying to help people and tell them, because y'all, it's not that deep. The biggest advice that I can give anybody is the faster you just be yourself. And again, talk like you talking to your home. That's all I do. Y'all see, I'm not the most professional person or whatever, but I'm like, what do I need to fake the funk for or whatever? I'm going to tell you what you need to know. Baby, go inside of this program, go inside of these modules, use it, you know what I'm saying, and apply it to what you're doing. And it's completely fine to come out the gate and fail. Yeah, in the beginning, people might not watch your stuff your first couple of days or whatever, but the whole point and the key to success really in anything is to keep going. Like, you cannot be successful if you just stop. I tried for a couple of days, it didn't work out. Like, it don't work like that. You definitely have to keep going. And again, that's where that mindset um comes in. Here, baby, I know you weren't gonna leave me alone until I got it, huh? There you go. You're welcome, baby. But again, real people, real strategy. Okay, y'all. Can I read a couple more? Let's read a couple more. Okay. I like okay. Nobody see it just be I be in here crying and shit, y'all. Nobody claps at the start. Clap for your motherfucking self. I know that's right. When I first started, I was showing up with no like. Y'all see what didn't I just say that? No likes, no sales, and barely any feedback. It felt like I was doing everything right, but getting nothing back. Okay. But I kept going. No one claps for you in the beginning. You have to be your own motivation. You have to clap for yourself and believe in what you're building. Now the sales are coming in, people are responding, but that only happened because I stayed consistent when it was quiet. If you're in that silent season, keep pushing. You're not failing. You're just early. The momentum will catch up. That was a really good testimony, Amber. And see, and that's what I mean. Like, this is why I be saying, like, there's no reason if you get this program that you're not gonna be motivated to keep going. Okay, that's all I'll be trying to say. She said, "Gives me hope." No, for real, Shawan, and that's why I'm telling you, like, sis, stay in there. Like, y'all, if you do have this program currently, and you again in your silent era, like, seriously, like, what's the worst thing that can happen if you believe in yourself? What's the worst thing that happens if you keep posting or whatever, even if ain't nobody liking your shit? What's the worst that can happen? And that's the thing. People just want to stop. And I'm telling you, 9 times out of 10, every time a person stops or gives up or whatever like that, that's when that sale or that first lead or that first breakthrough or whatever it was happens. But it was just like God be testing to see, like, okay, is you gonna stick with it? Let me see what your faith do. Let me see what your faith do. And it's like, oh, it's not working. And it's like, bro, I don't care. If I'm serious about saying I want something, I'm not gonna stop until I get it. And again, but not everybody like that. You know what I'm saying? Again, people want things just handed to them, without any kind of work or whatever like that. And it just doesn't, it doesn't work like that. I don't care who you see on social media. You don't realize how long a person has been doing something. You know what I'm saying? And again, just because you see little Becky Sue over here, she's only making 30K, 40K or whatever, baby, you don't know what all Becky Sue done been through. Okay. You don't know how long she been trying to do this pop off or whatever. You don't know how many pages she done created, how many times she done started over, none of that. So again, it ain't about comparing yourself to nobody. Again, I ain't gonna say I'm the most professional, person when it comes to this, but y'all, I've been doing this for a year. I have students that have made more money than me. But I'm not like, well, damn, I taught her how to do, or I put her on or whatever like that. No, it's all about how you apply yourself and when you show up. Y'all, I took a month off. When was it? I think I took the whole month of October off. And luckily, because I had like really been consistent the 2 months prior, a lot of my content kind of kept like, resurfacing. And I still made $7,000 that month. I took a month off, like like damn near kind of like the majority of like the back end of like May and June. And I didn't make I consistently, and that's why I always try to talk about my numbers and be realistic with y'all, so y'all know, like, on average, I feel like my number is always like 13K, 15K. It's always somewhere around there of what I make, which I'm grateful for. I really am. But even me, I'd be hard on myself sometimes. I'm like, man, I've been in this game for a year now. I should be doing a lot of more. But at the same time, when I evaluate like how I show up, baby, I don't post like how I used to when I was posting 3 times a day, getting on live 3-4 times a day. So I can't be mad at myself, but to still see something from it, to still see my content resonate and resurface and help people and people reach out to me, I am grateful for that. And again, like, I took I was serious about taking the money that I earned and investing in other things and creating other streams of income, so I don't have to go as hard. And again, maybe I still got my 9 to 5. So those are things that, again, like, it's like really just getting over that hump, y'all. I can't say that enough, because it's like once you get it going, and it's a confidence booster, honestly. Like, when you get your first sale, when you get your first lead, it's like, okay, baby, I done it once. So surely I can do it 3 times, 5 times, 100 times, 1,000 times, or whatever, because it's like I've done it. But a lot of people just can't make it to that initial hump, But okay, y'all, that's the testimonies. Again, I can spend so much time in here, y'all. I'm telling you, I love it. It's motivating, even for me. with doing this and feeling like, I'm fairly, obviously confident in what I do, but I go in here for my own, again, just motivation for me to be like, okay, Sierra, like, okay, get to it. Like, I got some things planned coming up. I can't wait to share with y'all. But they also have this tab here, like if you need help, again, you're not alone, you're not stuck. And 9 times out of 10, I always tell people, like, when you come up here, like, say if you had issues with, I don't know, your affiliate link or something like that. Y'all, I can't spell, so don't come for me. You can like type up like keywords, and like say you were having issues with your affiliate link, you can type it in, and like 9 times out of 10, somebody's asked this question, and you can see what they said. People go and answer the question. This is Rachel. She's the creator. She does a really, really, to have as many people as she has, because maybe I'll be stressed out in my community and it's only 30 of us, okay? Girl, and I'll be trying to, like, this is a lot trying to get back to motherfuckers, okay? But she does a really good job getting back to people. She's super sweet, very helpful, you know what I'm saying? She real cool. But like she will get in here and answer questions, obviously some of her admins and stuff like that. But like, y'all, the information is done. People have already done this over and over and over and over. And so again, you have like-minded individuals in here that can help you. The program itself is going to help you. If you get the program, I'm going to help you. Like, I'm serious, but you got to put in the work. Nobody can be responsible for your success with this program but yourself. But there are plenty of resources and tools inside of here. The people, it's just, we just a lit community, okay? It's just what we do, okay? But let me quickly kind of show y'all some of the training. Also at the top here is like, so you have like these different tabs up here, and this is where the training is held inside of the classroom. I'm gonna show y'all that. But like I was mentioning before, with the 7-8 figure master classes, y'all, that alone is worth the price of the deal. Because like I said, y'all, people, I'm telling y'all, if y'all look up any kind of mentorships, I'm sure, and people trying to show you how to like help you with your business. Thank you, Shawan, so much, sis. Thank you for the love, sis. I really appreciate it. Okay, look, me and you, Shawan, we're gonna get it to 10K. Okay, we're gonna get to 10K, sis. Thank you. But no, seriously, like, people be charging $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000, y'all, to teach these type of skills, and you're getting it included with DWA. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's the part where I'm just like, look, that's how y'all in here, but not in here. But that alone is worth the price of it. So let's hop into the training real quick so I can show you what I mean, because this is where the meat and potatoes is. This is where it goes down, baby. This is where you're going to learn this stuff. And I want to show y'all, because last night they dropped a new module, and it's so funny because, like I said, I have been wanting to learn, and I be feeling like God be answering my prayers, okay? Just for me, just when I'm just playing. No, they was already planning to put this module here. But no, I've been wanting to learn TikTok and like really, start taking it more serious. I had been terrified. I was letting fear hold me back. And they recently just dropped a whole like how to convert and get sales, and you know what I'm saying, and engage on TikTok to, utilize that. And a lot of people, like, no shade to Instagram or anything like that, but a lot of people are kind of, if you in your beginning journeys, ain't nothing wrong with Instagram. Instagram to me is just more so like, I love it for the messaging aspect and for brands and stuff like that. On time. Okay, no, for real. Okay, we good. We good. So again, there are over literally like 40 plus modules in here where you're gonna learn, again, all the training that you need, and everything is organized, baby. One thing about me, I used to not be organized, and I have learned to appreciate this so much, because I can literally take what I need and leave what I don't. So when you first get in here, they have this start here module, and this is just like an overview, and you get an understanding of like what Digital Wealth Academy is, how to navigate this program, so to kind of like obviously have a game plan, because you don't want to hop in here like with no game plan. So if you decide that, hey, I want to just strictly focus on reselling Digital Wealth Academy to others, they're going to tell you a path to take. If you want to focus on using this to maybe sell a different course or a different program, boom, you can use that or take that path. And then if you want to just learn how to create your own offer, and focus on selling that, they got that in there. If you want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, again, y'all, everything that you need organized in a place. And the really cool thing about it is, y'all know I love me some ChatGPT. I'm always talking about it and how it works. They did put a digital wealth bot in here, and I try to always get on here and show it. I ain't gonna show y'all today, but literally no excuse of why you can't be successful. They are showing you, like, Rachel put well, it wasn't Rachel. I can't think of the girl's name right now. Was it Sarah? I know she a Stand Store ambassador too. I don't know why I can't think of her name. But sis went through, made the digital wealth bot, and literally put everything, every question, everything that you could think of that's inside of Digital Wealth Academy. So if you, as a beginner, your day one, you hop in here, you're like, hey, I really don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. The wealth bot will literally type up a strategy for you. I always tell people, be very descriptive. And it's funny because my student that got DWA on Monday, she was telling me, she was like, I was doing exactly what you said. I used the wealth bot and I had to give me the strategy. And I was like, I wanted to make 1K in a week. And she made her like, y'all crazy. Y'all, AI is taking over. And it's like, if you don't utilize that shit to your advantage, baby, what are we doing? Why are you broke? Right? So that's one of the cool things that's just inside of the Start Here module, okay? But they show you like different type of funnels that you can use. And again, just kind of like a quick overview of what DWA is, what it's not, and like, how to, kind of navigate it easy, especially as a beginner. The first important thing, and even if I think you go inside of the digital wealth bot, I feel like no matter what your niche is or who you want to talk to, who you want to, thank you, sis. Okay, girl, we had 10K. Thank you, Jawan. It's funny because I be forgetting that, how they say people can watch your live on the other thing. Baby, everybody, why all these people requesting, but y'all ain't in the live. So y'all watching on the outside. Okay. Thank you, sis. But the first thing that anybody, and I feel like I'm gonna always tell you this, and like I said earlier, is you got to start with that mindset, baby. So they talk about mindset training here. And girl, when I tell you, like, really, really just, you have to, like, again, the best way I can explain it, y'all, I'm not no mindset coach, but I really love talking about mindset, is I literally had to envision myself being a different person. Like, I had to literally transform who I was if I was going to really make this type of money. I had an outer body experience, honestly, because I was like, man, I just believe that one day I'm going to be one of these, like, this is before I started obviously making my little 10K months. And I say little because, baby, we're going to be hitting 100K months soon. It's coming. I know it's coming. But no, like, I was like, I got to think different. Okay, I'm always waking up and rushing and moving at the last minute. If I'm talking about make this, them type of people, they move different. So I got to start moving different. And again, when I started doing that and doing, like, significant things differently, getting up every morning and being in a sense of gratitude and starting my day that way, it played into everything that I was doing, and it made so much sense. And it, but I have to give all the credit to mindset. And inside of DWA, they have this mindset module, and it literally talks about, the importance of writing a letter to yourself, how to get over limited beliefs and having a scarcity mindset, and thinking differently, because a lot of this shit stems from us when we were from when we were kids. So you kind of have to, like, cut that shit out of your life, again, to start attracting and doing this stuff. And it's like, when I think of, like, attracting and manifesting, y'all, like, I feel like it all falls into place, because that's the thing. Everybody and mama want to manifest some shit, right? But you ain't trying to put in the work. I want to manifest losing 20 pounds. But it's like, you're still eating Twinkies and donuts every single day and you're never working out. So, I mean, that's cute that you want to manifest it, but how we going to get there, right? And that's why I always try to tell people, I really relate this to working out. Y'all, I hate working out. But guess what? Every time I do it, I feel so good and I love it. And then when I start seeing the results, my booty start popping, my stomach get a little bit flat for that week. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep showing up. And I relate this to the same thing. You are literally given the skills, an open book test to make 5-figure months, to make 6-figure months, but you got to put in the work. You got to show up for you. You know what I'm saying? Nobody can do that for you. And if you don't do that, you can't expect the results. You can't be mad at nobody but your motherfucking self. Sorry. Are you doing affiliate? Yes. So I do affiliate. Now, look, I do my own funnel though, because baby, one thing about it, and two things for sure, honey. I need my money and I need it now. Sorry. Why is it unfair? Okay, sorry, y'all. I don't know if I was still on here. My bad. But yeah, but I am technically an affiliate, but I currently, girl, because they've been having some issue, and a lot of my customers, look, they use Klarna Afterpay. Okay, so I do use my own funnel. Do you do affiliate, sis? Hey, Tanisha, do you know if I need beacons or is it just for people who Stripe isn't working? I was confused. I gotta go in there and look, because everybody keeps I know I'm in here. Matter of fact, we can do it while we on here. Fuck it. Let me see, because everybody keep I got so many. That's why I had to put my phone on do not disturb. I didn't read that. Apparently, this is the first thing that's up here. So what she said? Important affiliate update. Please read. We experienced an issue with Stripe that directly impacted the payment processing on our Stan account. Because of this, customers are temporarily unable to check out through Stan. We've enabled PayPal as a backup inside of Stan for now, but I've been hearing that some of you are still having issues with it not loading properly. Hold on. So I read what the comments say, y'all. So again, when they told us that we could start doing our own funnel, baby, I did that and I just paid my little fee. I mean, I would have a Beacon store as a backup just in case. I mean, I just think that's, again, y'all, that's just my opinion. I would have y'all know, like I told y'all, when I first got started, baby, I had a Beacon, a stand store, because they do be having issues. I had Beacon, stand store, and Snip Feed, which Snip Feed is not open anymore, for things like this. But as far as like you getting your payout, yeah, Stripe be having some, I don't know. But my whole thing is, I ain't had no problem because I cashed out today, so I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what. I don't know, y'all. I'm not even gonna get on here in front and lie to you. I would, Tanisha, though. I would just have a Beacons on backup just because one, just go with the free option. You know what I'm saying? Have your affiliate link and stuff like that. Especially if you have, because y'all, we got a sale going on. DWA right now is $100 off. So if you have it, you know, this is obviously a great time to promote it. I always try to, like, you know, especially because I have a lot of people that reach out to me daily that want to get inside. And I'm like, and they be like, girl, when they gonna have another sale? I'm like, shit, I don't know. But so I would, that's just my personal opinion. I mean, I even have my little Beacon store. I had to reopen another. Yes, Zyla. Are you okay?
Yeah, I hear Papa.
Okay, go eat it. I just think that's a smart thing to do if I were you. But she said that they, you know, they still can take payments through PayPal. But either way, you still got to wait 7 goddamn days. So that's why I'm like, child, look, I will run my own goddamn funnel. But I get it. Some people don't want to pay that what is it, $74? I think it's $74. I can't remember. 70 something. I think it's $72 up front. So here, baby, here, because you're being petty. But that's just how I do it, y'all. So when a customer buys it from me, I go in and I pay the fee, but then I get my money same day. Or usually it takes like 2 days for me to be able to cash out, versus that, baby, that's 7 days. I was like, I need my money now. Because I ain't gonna lie, a lot of my sales, I be getting like a lot of sales, like, you know, towards the end of the week and stuff like that, you know, and baby, I don't want to wait 7 days. So that's the only thing. Well, I do my own funnel. Okay. I'm trying to get back into it. What's holding you back, sis? What's the problem? Y'all, again, I didn't, sorry. I didn't. So I'm gonna quickly go over, because I've already been on here an hour, child. My apologies, y'all. So they have the intro into digital marketing. And again, like I stated, y'all, all of this is video instruction. If I just kind of click and just kind of show you, all these are just different videos organized for it to be easy for you to follow. And again, I tell people realistically, I know some people want to hop in. Again, I'm gonna tell you all the time, please do not operate from a spirit of lack, an energy of lack, because it's going to frustrate you, and then you're going to stay in this cycle of like, why is it not happening for me? Why is it not happening for me? Really get in here to take the time to learn the information so you know that you can be successful and have longevity in this. But everything is, again, video instruction, easy to follow along, take notes, listen to, you know, information, again, to kind of get the wheels going and flowing in your head to help you set up and scale your business. They have this digital product crash course. This is kind of like a quick overview of kind of everything thrown in, just strictly about, you know, converting and how to go from 0 to, like, you know, 10K, 100K and stuff like that. And coming up with viral ideas. Richard talk about in here, like how to, like, for example, go on other people's pages and see what's working, and try to, like, basically use that for your inspiration, but make it your own. Because that's the thing with viral content and everything like that. There is a strategy behind it. It's not just like, oh, I just went viral. Because I mean, some people do, don't get me wrong, but there is a strategy behind it where you can set yourself up for success and then get content to go viral to, so you can convert, and which obviously will turn into sales. So again, he shows you how to create an amazing product. And again, all video instruction where he breaks it down, gives you real scenarios, and even shares his personal strategies and things like that he uses to earn his 8 figures. Okay, 8 figures, baby. They have this foundation module. Again, I always like to tell people, definitely, everything on this front page is really like geared towards training and learning the marketing, learning about. Thank you, sis, for all the likes. I fucks with you, Shawan. I fuck with you, girl. Thank you. I'm tapping too, sis. I'm tapping too. Look, I'm trying to keep up with you. But yeah, so everything inside of there, like, you need to go through, like, everything on this first page for sure, because it's going to set you up for success. And like, it's going to give you everything that you need, y'all, pre-launch. And that was one of the things that I had no idea about, had no clue what it was, and that's why I wasn't successful when I hopped on the scene with my digital products, because I ain't do no pre-launch. Baby, I literally just popped them and was like, y'all want to buy this shit, and wasn't nobody buying it because I didn't have a plan, because I didn't have a strategy. They also have like how to actually set up your storefront. So how we was on here just talking about like beacons and stuff like that. There are different options that you can use. I always tell people as a beginner, girl, just start with beacons because it's free. Then when you get that first sale, that second sale, third sale, baby, go ahead and come over to Stan Store, because Stan Store, I love it. I'm able to do so much in it. My email marketing, I can do automations and setting up auto DMs, everything done, and it's easy to follow. I love me some Stan Store. It's super easy to use, and just the creator of Stan Store, like he's super like supportive. He's like, the whole Stan Store team is amazing. I am an ambassador for them, but still, like, they have events and like they really are good to their people and the creators on their platform. When I was on Beacons, like I made $8,000 on Beacons, and I don't got nothing. Like we don't get nothing for that or anything like that. Hell, you don't even get a plaque for 100,000 in sales and stuff like that. But Stan Store, they're really good to their people. They have an amazing affiliate program. I make easily, like 3,000-4,000. Like I think I hadn't had some people that didn't fell off, but like $3,000, y'all, just from promoting Stan Store. So again, that's another form of affiliate marketing that you can create for yourself. And again, start creating, passive income. They talk about email marketing. Again, that's huge and a really game changer into any kind of business that you have. There's a young lady that I work with who does hair, and she had no idea about email marketing. And just by us implementing that and her like taking that module alone from Digital Wealth Academy and applying it to her business, it literally has increased her business revenue by like 25%, literally within her first couple of months of being in Digital Wealth Academy. Because she was like, girl, I didn't know. I mean, I just do everything via phone. So again, sometimes it just takes being exposed to these things, because I didn't know that either. I was like, I mean, email, that's a little dated, ain't it? But it really does work, and it can help you, again, scale your business to the next level. They talk about building trust and how to learn how to do that. And again, you be thinking it's one thing, but it's something totally different. And like being yourself and the importance of that. I see so many people that get in here and they'll try to be like somebody else, or they're trying to share this person's story or whatever like that. And it's like, no, the quicker you are yourself and be yourself, that's what makes people buy, y'all. That's what makes people relate. Not trying to like make it seem like I'm like that or whatever, but like people buy from me because of my personality. People buy from me because they're like, wow, I trust her. I feel what she's saying. Damn, she always get on here and saying the goddamn same story. The bitch must not be lying. You know what I'm saying? So again, that's a part of that building trust. And that's something that you have to learn in order to position yourself to be successful in this business module. My bad. I didn't mean to throw you up. No, you okay, Tanisha? I was just like, I hadn't, like before I got on live, everybody in my mama was texting me talking about, do I need to get beacons? And I'm like, what the hell is going on? So I hadn't, because again, when they was talking about the whole, it was a couple of weeks ago when she was saying, I need to go in there and check too. Sorry, y'all. I'm a little sleepy. My bad. Which they were saying, what was I gonna say? When they were saying that Klarna and her Klarna and Afterpay was down, I was like, oh, hell no. Because, baby, I said one thing about it and two things for sure. I'm going to make sure my people can get this on a payment plan. So y'all, and that's the thing. Getting this on a payment plan for $125 is, baby, I know people that be paying, because one thing about it, I'm put on some clusters. I know people that be paying $130, $200 for some lashes. Girl, if you don't invest in yourself for $125 and start your digital marketing business so you can, baby, buy your lash line, okay, like, girl, you gotta, I'm telling y'all, like, people gotta get their priorities together. You'll spend all this money on Beyonce tickets and be broke. Can't pay your rent next month, but you won't invest in yourself. You won't take that same $125 and learn the skill. And then after just one sale, you make your money back. It's insane to me. I don't be understanding why people don't do it. But again, I'm just the messenger. I'm just here to put you on, answer your questions. That's all I'm here to do, okay? And tell you, like, why haven't you started? Why haven't you motherfucking started? Okay. They have Brandon in here, y'all. Brandon, again, really just things that you didn't realize that you needed to know. And these are things that are going to help you create a powerful brand. You learn about attraction marketing and how to, do certain ththings that, again, that's going to attract people, that's going to eventually bring in them sales. They talk about how to sell in your stories, how to sell in your DMs. If you want to go faceless, how to, like position yourself in. use the same person in your content, okay? You know what I'm saying? But showing up, y'all seen I showed the person earlier talking about she made $54,000 faceless. I told you I made my first 50K faceless. I did, but I was working hard, okay? I'm all about cruising this opportunity now, and I definitely do, baby. I'm gonna get on live. I'll make me some content here and there. And that's just my strategy. I have students that literally all they do is do live. They may share like a couple of carousel posts a week, but that's the really cool thing and fun thing. I think that's kind of fun about it. I know people where they just post content and they be killing it in sales and don't get on live. I'm like, what the hell? But you'll learn to do like webinars and things like that because that's what's going to bring people in. Because education is, y'all, that's where the money is at. You know, people want to learn how to do things. They want to learn how to do things like that. Okay. So that's the best way I can describe this and explain this. Again, for the guys, they have a whole module in here for you. Not saying that this whole program isn't for you, but just something geared towards you. Because a lot of people feel like, oh, is this just like a woman thing or whatever? No, anybody can do this. And again, no matter if you're a male, female, old or young, there's a place for you and a position for you in doing this. And there's a community out there for you where you can start generating sales and start helping people. If anything, like, yes, we all want to make some money, but being able to help people and bless other people, that's what I love the most about this. And helping people transform their financial situations because I needed help. I wanted somebody to help me transform my situation. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that I invested in this. And so anytime that I can help somebody and, you know, just pour into somebody, you know, to me, that's such a good feeling. And this is what DWA has done for me. Instagram, if you want to learn how to grow on Instagram and just navigating and all that behind the scenes algorithm type shit, baby, all that's in there. How to create your own digital product, and baby, everything that you need. Navigating through Canva. A lot of people I talk to, they be like, girl, I don't really know how to use Canva like that. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Baby, they got you covered. They got you covered in here, sis. They got you covered. Like I was talking about earlier, learning a step-by-step formula into creating viral content, y'all. Again, there is a step-by-step formula, and it literally starts the total opposite of how we think. That's one thing that I learned in here. Okay, baby, because the batteries died. Okay, no more Bluey. She died. Okay. She gone. No more bubbles. But, you know, learning, like, I'm just going to give y'all this quick little teaser. But, like, for example, if you're a ChatGPT curly and you use ChatGPT to create your content, starting backwards, everybody want to film the content and then come up with their caption, and then come up with, you know, the hook and stuff like that. But it's honestly the opposite. Seeing what's already working, where the text should be positioned on the screen, and then turning around and filming after figuring all of that out. That really is the key to creating viral content and getting it to work. You need it to be SEO friendly and searchable before you even film the shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. A lot of us are thought that like, hey, no, I'm gonna film my piece of content. Oh, and then, okay, ChatGPT, write me a caption, write me a hook. And it's like, no, like, so again, if you learn these systems and you learn these strategies, it's gonna set you up for success. Okay, boo? Everything real is content creation, y'all. Again, over 40 modules of just information overload. Okay, CapCut. If you want to learn how to, basic skills in CapCut, so you can start creating these 3 to 7 second videos that you're going to be essentially promoting. Digital Wealth Academy. All that shit is right here. Okay, everything you need. And then this is, like I said, this is really just kind of like strictly training on the first page. But then when you get to the second page, baby, this is where the money at. Okay, this is where the big money, big bucks. I mean, all of it is big bucks, but I'm just saying, you know, again, Canva essentials. And y'all, this Canva module, if you want to learn Canva, you can turn around and take all this information in here and create your own program, create your own course on just Canva of the skills that you learn. Because the way she breaks it down, again, I ain't gonna ever tell you to copy off nobody to the T, but you can take this stuff and teach somebody else as well. And sell it and make money from it as well too. So that's the really cool thing about it. They talk about how to automate your business, how to build loyal customers, how to everything TikTok, how to get monetized and stuff like that, and get in a part of TikTok shop affiliate and stuff like that if that's something that you want to do. And then I got to talk about this because I just went through this module last night. They just dropped it yesterday because again, I'm trying to become a TikTok girly, y'all. It's gonna happen for me. I got some things I'm working on, but give me some time. I'm gonna be my numbers are gonna be there in a minute, okay? But sis did such an amazing job in her being a DWA student and now a co-created a part of this program. This is what I'm saying, like just game changing. And sis really gave some really good information, shit that I had no idea. And learning about violations and why confidence matters and how to look at your analytics to understand like what's working, what's not. She talked about all that in here. So really, really good information. Zyla, turn it around. Here. You doing too much, baby. Go sit down. Your daddy here. Go sit down. Daddy here. But again, she snapped on her own personal module, her personal tips, and like how she says like she literally gets a lot of her, really majority of her sales, because like myself, a lot of us started on Instagram, and we kind of navigated or migrated to other platforms. And that was me. I started on Instagram. Hell, I grew my Facebook page to 22K followers in like a little over 90 days. But then once I got hacked or spammed or whatever like that, and they shut my account down, I was like, either I can start over on Instagram or I'm just going to rebrand what I have. And so that was the decision that I made. And I came back on my YouTube page and I was like, hey, y'all, I've kind of been behind the scenes doing this other shit, but this is how I've been making money. And that ended up getting me monetized on my YouTube page and then growing my page. Y'all, when I started talking about digital marketing on my YouTube page, I was at 800 subscribers. Now I'm at like 9,000 in little over a year's time. And am I the most consistent person? No, but I do try to drop quality content and, really not gatekeep for people so they can learn the same way that I did. Because, baby, if I can do it, I just feel like anybody can. And sis was kind of, I love the fact that she kind of shared that where, she was really, really trying on Instagram. And again, like she just, end up migrating to a different platform and it really took off for her. So I was like, baby, when I say I went through all of this and I damn near went through it twice, really, really good information. I'm definitely going to be utilizing it in my TikTok strategy and applying it to hopefully see more. I mean, I definitely get sales from TikTok and stuff like that, but I always be having to move people over to Instagram and stuff like that. So I'm trying to learn. I'm gonna learn how to put all the stuff in the background, all of that. I don't know how to do none of that right now, but give me some time, y'all. Give me some time. Watch, I'm gonna be a TikTok pro in a minute. And then they talk about UGC. So again, one of the things that I was sharing with y'all, what I was saying that I do, very detailed information, literally gives you email templates, what to say, what not to say, what to say when brands try to gift you some shit, how to film your content for UGC. And again, y'all, UGC is another stream of income that you can do while you're selling Digital Wealth Academy and getting brand deals, getting on PR lists for like some of your favorite brands, even with a small following or no following at all. That's the really cool thing about UGC. They have how to create your own course and your own digital products, and just really the step-by-step blueprint of how to structure it, how to come up with the idea, how to, really create a product that's going to resonate with your target audience so it can actually see sales. How this high ticket masterclass, again, learning how to really script certain things and like position yourself to get high ticket offers. Like, for example, I've created my own program, and that's kind of like considered my low ticket item because it's more so like a mentorship. It has a lot of similarities to Digital Wealth Academy, but it also pairs very well with people that have courses. Like some of my students in there already are using it to, sell their current offers or sell Digital Wealth Academy and things like that. So it's really good to kind of have a mixture of both low ticket items and high ticket items. So DWA is kind of like my high ticket offer. And then my personal course for moms called the Mompreneur Method, that's my low ticket offer. But I sell a mixture of, obviously both of them. Majority, a lot of times, Digital Wealth Academy. But, because my program is fairly new, but it's important to have a mixture of the two to, again, keep multiple streams of income going and flowing for yourself. They talk about drop shipping in here and how you can learn how to do that and elevate your business. Chat GPT for your business. If they got workouts in here, because baby, it's a all around situation. When we start getting money, we want to look good because we're going to be on vacation, baby. Okay. So they have like workouts and stuff in this health and wellness module, and just how to live a healthier lifestyle, all things Pinterest, how you can get monetized on there, monetizing on YouTube. So again, y'all, YouTube is where it's at, and that's where the money is. Okay. I'm just going to say it. I mean, but apparently TikTok too. So I'm trying to be a part of that as well. How to monetize with Amazon. And again, y'all, all video instruction, pillars of everything. I've had so many students that have I finally got approved for the Amazon, influencer program, all thanks to Digital Wealth Academy. I have not been through this module at all because, baby, I tried Amazon back in the day, and them commissions, it was a no for me. I'm not working for pennies. Okay. So but that's just my opinion. But to each his own. If that's something that you have been wanting to do and accomplish, you can do it. And again, these are people with smaller followings, y'all, that are getting in, and they giving you step by step of how to get approved. apparently what makes a good review, and she's talking about like how to like set up shoppable videos and stuff for that so you can start getting paid. So again, I love that I can jump around and get what I need out of here, and then if I don't need it, I'm just not gonna go through it. And like I said, as you can see, I ain't been through this Amazon module because that's not something that I'm personally interested in. But again, I've created multiple streams of income outside of just me reselling this course. I now do Airbnb, I do Turbo. Baby, I'm looking into these suites, like how you can get suites in your local like basketball stadiums and like football stadiums and rent them out. Like we got All-Star the what is it called? WNBA All-Star about to happen here. And I'm like, baby, look, so again, y'all, all of the things that I have learned and invested in has literally came from me investing in myself with Digital Wealth Academy. And even though I was terrified, even though I was scared, I took that leap of faith, and I'm so glad I did because it's giving me freedom. It's giving me so much time back. I'm able to do, so many things that I just never thought that I was going to be able to do. I'm able to take a vacation whenever I want to. My husband no longer has to work 2 full-time jobs. These are just some of the amazing things that, I've been able to do. And I always have to tell people over and over and over, like, girl, just believe in yourself and invest in yourself, because I promise you, change your mindset. What is the worst that can happen if you just think like, bitch, I can do it. Bitch, I can do it. I know I can do this. I'm just going to show up. Fuck it. I don't even think about it. I'm just going to show up consistently. I'm just going to educate. I'm just going to show my screen and read what it say on the screen. I'm just going to read the testimonies. Y'all, that's all I do. That is all I do. But for me, I feel like creating the content is fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that is all I do, to the point where now I'm repurposing my shit. Okay. Definitely better start repurposing, but I got some things planned. But yeah, y'all, that is Digital Wealth Academy. I'm going to quickly show y'all my program that I was able to create from Digital Wealth Academy, because what I'm doing right now, if you get DWA, I am throwing in my program, NPM. And again, it pairs amazing. Like, it just, everything because I'm always talking about Digital Wealth Academy. So I am like a real, like, I feel like I'm like lightweight, an OG student, but not really. Because like I said, when I got in here, y'all, was 42,000 people. But no, like, I literally took all the skills that I learned from that program. But when I seen that so many moms, didn't have the time to necessarily be a student and like go through it how they needed to go through it, I was like, well, I'm going to take these same, high income skills, but I'm going to break it down in a training where it's easy for you to digest, like kind of easier for you to digest, where you don't have to stare at your screen and you can listen to it more like a podcast, because y'all, I promise you, it's not that deep. And again, people get to overthinking this shit and it scares them and they freak out and then they be like, oh, I can't do it. And one thing I don't want you to do is for you to waste your money or invest in something and then you don't take it serious or you don't apply yourself like how you should, because this can change your life. It's changing so many people's lives. It's changed my life. And again, from a person who didn't think that it was possible or thought it was a scam, I would be doing not just myself, like, what I'm saying, like, I just feel like I have to get on here and tell people, because I'm like, I knew when I was praying for an answer, I was like, man, God, if you could just let me know, just send me away. And I'm like, to have that prayer answered, baby, I'm going to always, forever, ever, put the people on. Okay. So I'm going to show y'all my program really quickly, and then I'm going to get up out of here. Okay. Cause my man home. Okay. I got. So this is NPM. Again, y'all, we got 33 members. Okay. We launched on Mother's Day. And again, like, this is my baby. I have so much in the works for this. So I've been kind of like, a little bit behind the scenes, but I am very active inside of my community. One thing also included inside of NPM is I do weekly calls to like help some of the women inside of here. So like with their personal strategy. So I do like live audits of your Instagram page and just give you real like live instruction of what you need help with. Because again, sometimes I know with trainings and everything like that, it can be like information overload, and sometimes people just need help with like, and can you just answer my motherfucking question? That's all I need. Like, and I know where a lot of people have been in different mentorships and feeling like, oh well, in a group mentorship, like I don't learn how this person learns, or I'm further than this person, or I'm not as far as this person. So again, I wanted to just have an open space of just being able to answer questions along with obviously you having access to this lifetime training. And one thing about me, baby, I'm a cusser, but I also love me some Jesus. And it was very important for me to implement, not just obviously my real unique self and the way that I train and the way that I help people, but also just the spiritual side and implementing God. And like, I'm real big on like maybe putting scriptures and, laying your, asking God to lay his hands on your business and be in the center of your business in order for it to take off, and really just using yourself, or I'll be like, Lord, use me as a vessel to, motivate, inspire, and really truly help people, because, everybody can live in a prosperous life, an abundant, a life of abundance, but again, it really does start with like, hey, asking God to use you and have him take you in a direction that you should be. Sometimes we get so, in our head where we be like, okay, I'm trying to do my thing, but it's kind of like, hey, God, just lead me and guide me. So that's something that was very important. So I wanted to implement that, y'all. And I have to say, because I don't say this enough, this program, and I know it's biased for me to say it because I'm the creator, but it really is like no other program out there. And again, it really it's some next level stuff. People ain't doing what's in here. Okay. And one thing about me, I wanted to really have that stand out moment. I want it to be different. And that's why I'm kind of like not really I just know, NPM is going to grow when it needs to grow, and I'm not in a rush for it, because it really is sacred to me. And again, for the women in here that are taking it serious, they have been seeing results with it, and for some, they're not using it to necessarily resell, but this program is 100% resellable. So it's not affiliate at all. When you get it, it is yours to sell. You have a license to resell this program. It is $177. Same thing. You can get this on a payment plan as well and get started. But like I said, if you get Digital Wealth Academy, I have been throwing in NPM because they really do pair well with each other. Because again, a lot of the training that I have in here, and I'm just going to kind of quickly show y'all, everything is obviously geared towards a mom and a mom's lifestyle. I'm a mom, so I know what it's like to be trying to work a 9 to 5, raise these damn kids, girl, trying to keep the house clean, baby. Don't let you have a husband. Unless you have a motherfucking husband too. So, my time is very limited. So I wanted to really structure the training like that, to really like, hey, let's get it straight to the point, but also cater it to where moms can feel seen, where they can feel heard, because baby, we be just stressed out over the dishes being in the motherfucking sink, let alone trying to start and launch a business and nobody's watching and nobody's liking. So when I structured the training, I really wanted to, again, set it and really make it like something that people have never seen before. And I'm about to say, I really kind of snapped on that. So again, I have like just kind of like start here module. I start off with a prayer and just kind of welcoming you in the community. And, really just setting the tone. I'm big on setting the tone for things, because baby, you got to speak life into something if you want it to be successful. Okay. I also talk about mindset. I have Mama's New Besties, where you're going to learn how to, personalize your ChatGPT to save you so much time, and start learning how to use ChatGPT for not just your business, for your daily life. I use ChatGPT to plan my day, baby. Help me with my meals, everything at this point. I show you how to sell, and where you'll learn about like sales psychology and the strategy. And I really did snap on that module there. Talk about branding, marketing, digital marketing, and really just understanding what it is. Because again, I think so many people get overwhelmed with that terminology and it freaks them out and they think that they can't do it. Shawan, you still with me, girl? Thank you, girl. I'm about to get off of here. Y'all be on here for a minute. I'm so sorry. I talk about Mama's Foundation, understanding your foundation and really learning how to set the tone. Because again, when you hop on the scene, baby, we got to come with that presence day one. Okay. I don't care if you got 0 motherfucking followers. You come with that. You come with it. Okay. You got to know who you talking to and mean that shit. Okay. Live streaming. Y'all know me. I'm a live streaming girly. So I literally give you all my tips and tricks on how to set up a successful live, confidence, connection, the power of going live. Like, y'all, I'm telling y'all, like, I cannot say this enough. And it's funny because when I was watching that TikTok module in DWA, Robin said the exact, I said, see, that's how I know, y'all, I be knowing what I be talking about. I'm trying to tell y'all. Like, I get literally 98% of my sales come from me going on live. This is why I, kind of rely on, there's nothing wrong with, getting your content out there, but like, y'all, it's so much content out here and people want to resonate with you. They want to feel you. They got to feel your energy. That's why I personally, if you ain't getting on live and you wonder why you ain't getting sales, baby, that's your motherfucking answer. Okay. People have to trust you and feel comfortable with you and like you. I cannot say that enough. So I do talk about that in here. Yeah, girl, everything that you need. This is literally just the first phase of NPM. I'm actually going to be doing something special for my birthday, and I'm going to be dropping some more modules. I show you how to set up your like digital product business, like using StanStore. Also, Beacons is coming very, very soon, and I show you how to specifically launch this program NPM. But you can actually use like this step-by-step system that I am here to apply it. Like if you have a different program, if you have Digital Wealth Academy, but I literally give you everything that I give all of my students. And this is a huge part of the reason why I created it, because as a mentor, as a coach, I kind of got burnt out. So I was like, you know what? How about I put everything that I know, since I'm always repeating myself inside of a program, add a little bit more sauce to it, and have it where people can use this as their very first own done for you digital product. So if you are a mom and you are business minded, if you are a mom and you just need help with productivity or whatever, NPM is going to be for you. And you can get it for, like I said, $177. But stay tuned, because I got some, again, got a little something coming up special in July. And again, I'm gonna be dropping some modules, but there are over 20 plus modules in here to get you going and literally help you start selling, marketing, and branding, baby, as soon as tomorrow. Okay. But yeah, y'all, that is pretty much everything. Like I said, y'all got hurt to get off here because my man here. I gotta go. He was signaling me. How to protect your business, email marketing, editing, how to be more productive as a mom. I have Instagram, YouTube, Canva. I also include PLRs in here, y'all. So you have done for you ebooks, guides, and templates for you to customize and resell. Give them away as a freebie or whatever to start building up your email list and to start creating those connections so you can start converting and getting sales for yourself. So I highly recommend, if you are a mom, like I said, that you get NPM. You can click the link in my bio. If you're on YouTube, I will link it in the repost of this live. But as always, y'all, if y'all have any questions, definitely reach out. But as always, y'all, just definitely look into a way to creating passive income for yourself, because if you do not find a way to make money in your sleep, baby, you gonna work till you die. And I don't know about you, baby. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. What'd you say, Tanisha? I'm about to get up here. Girl, I just went through mom branding. Just the way you explain things are just so amazing. Thank you, sis. I really appreciate it. Yeah, because I promise y'all, it's not that deep. And I'm like, let me say this when I get out here, because I know I have to always have a moment for myself. The whole live was about y'all, but I gotta have a moment for me. My biggest thing that I still struggle with still to this day, y'all, is like I be struggling with me realizing that I'm that motherfucking girl. I'm sorry, I had to say that. Okay, I had to get that off my chest. No, but seriously, like, I have to get comfortable because I'm just not that person. It's crazy because I'm a Leo, and a lot of people think Leos are like arrogant or whatever, but I'm like, I really don't. And that's why I be like, it's not imposter syndrome. I can't explain what it is, but like, y'all, when I say I motherfucking snapped, and I'm like, and the reason why I can comfortably say that I snapped inside of NPM is because this is not even a fraction of what I want this program to be. And it's a lot of like really, really good info. Like, I mean, a motherfucker snap. I'm just saying. Like, I know it's biased as fuck. So I appreciate you saying that, Tish. I really do, because ain't no other shit out there like that. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm going to motherfucking say. Okay. But no, I'm so excited. I'm just all for just community and just helping women and moms. And like I said, when I started, I'm gonna say this and I promise I'm gonna get off. Y'all, when I got into digital marketing heavy and I started helping moms, and like they would have like just these dramatic situations and financial situations, and like to see them like that like hearing people saying like, oh, I was living in my car and I had to go to the McDonald's parking lot to get Wi-Fi, but I invested and I took it serious and I showed up consistently. And now I bought my first home. I paid cash for my car. I've been able to take my kids to Disney World and go on all inclusive trips, absolutely paid for, when you was just living in your car. Like, that is why I'm like, baby, I will forever put the mamas on. Okay. Because that's such a good feeling as a person that grew up in poverty and not having my mom in my life. Like, that is so important to me. And that's why I'm like, I'm a true believer in this. It really can change your life. Stop thinking everything is a scam and shit is too good to be true, because there are resources, there are tools out here, y'all. You just got to be willing to put yourself in these positions, put yourself in these rooms to make this happen for yourself. Okay. And if anybody can do, I'm telling you, if I can do the shit, anybody can motherfucking do it. Okay. But all right, y'all, that was my live for today. But as always, if you want more information, feel free to send me a message. I always try to offer like free 15-minute calls if you want a little bit more information. So just shoot me a DM. But yeah, y'all, I will probably see y'all maybe tomorrow. I don't get on here lying because my man home. Okay. He here. And is, no, for real. Thank you to this. And is, okay. are too humble. Oh, thank you, sis. I really do like, because I don't want to never try to come off like, because I ain't, baby. If I can do this shit, anybody can do it. And the same thing, like, you know, once you learn these skills and you like get, that's why I'm so passionate about it, y'all, because it's like, that's why I was like, oh, bitch, I got to create my own shit. If I can make this, if I can make 6 figures selling somebody else's shit, what, imagine if I put my own sauce on it, baby. That's exactly why NPM was born, okay? But all right, y'all, I will link everything down below. I hope y'all have an amazing weekend. Y'all, we about to go into a new month. So new month, new money, new motherfucking goals, okay? Y'all, it's 6 months left of the year. Like, you can finish this shit off strong. This is when I was officially, like, going hard. Like, I started technically, like, May going into June. But, like, this time last year, I was like, July was when I hit my first 10K. Like, I started, like, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you, like, digital marketing can change your life, y'all. And it's I hate saying that it's so easy because I don't want nobody to take it the wrong way, but it is, y'all. It is. To sell somebody shit that you, it is, y'all. Y'all, I made $45,000 from selling PLRs that was in a different, that was not even inside of DW or inside of a different. I'm telling you, girl. You know how to copy and paste. You know how to read. Can you read? Then you don't need to be broke, okay? In 2025, no more. But all right, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. You guys have a good day. Mama loves you. Bye. Okay. Hey.